Hi and welcome. This youth exchange is the first activity of the project No Hate Speech, increasing competencies of young people to use media and theatre-based tools to combat hate speech. It took place in Aarhus from the 14th of May to the 23rd of May 2022. Young people from Denmark, North Macedonia, Latvia, Slovenia, Croatia and Portugal participated. The project is supported by the Erasmus+, the EU's program to support education, training, youth and sport in Europe. It provides opportunities for people of all ages across Europe and beyond. The project aims to empower young people to address online and offline hate speech and to equip the participants of the project by needed competences to do it in their realities and to encourage their peers to join them.
Of the person that you have the name. Only no one is running. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Open one gate.
Really like, okay, a big
Start. Don't know, they didn't know what is laces and the deodorant, so it was a big trouble.
And we became cautious because we are part of the
spread all over the planet, and we grew through everything. Like the shine is from our energy actually, because we
chose the name Red Foxes because of
your actions online have consequences in your real life.
Yeah.
very good.
That's moving. The bus driver, you're going out.
Sit down.
Brigitte, pardon. Here, it will be my assistant. Whatever I say here in class, she would.
As you know, last week our stocks went really low.
Sorry.
Out the camera.
Yeah, my voice is not for
Master.
Yeah.
What about Portugal?
Like we have the same, we have patriarchy here, the tradition, and then
Extreme political ideologies, we also put this.
So our sentence was,
So now is our comment. Now that Trump is a president,
so our sentence is one might
one to push you. Okay, that's what
At least.
This is a jail scene.
Ho. No. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oj,
Ha.
Oh.
Now you put here.
Ho!
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 Ho! Here.
Ah. Ho. Ho. I.
Ha.
Okay, so did everyone understand?
Yeah.
But this needs to be more. Yeah, this needs to be more energetic.
Energy. There has to be emotions.
Okay, who wants to start? Now for real. So if you don't remember the sound or the movement or you don't do it at all, you're out.
Okay.
Okay?
If it's too slow also.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
Ok, não posso fazer posição do movimento e não posso fazer nada. Tá bem.
Aha.
He.
Ha. Ho. Here.
Ha. Ho. Ho.
Sorry.
You're out the camera.
No, you is on.
Ha. Ho. Ho. He. Ha.
Ho!
He.
Ho!
When you're out.
Ho!
He.
Ho. Wait.
He. Ha. Ho.
Ho!
He.
Ha.
He. Ho. Ho. He.
Ha.
Ho.
He. Ha.
Ho!
He. Ha. Ho. He. Ha.
Ho.
You're out.
Yeah.
Wakey.
Everybody know if you know alone
can
if
go.
you make a mistake, you know. So it's
Ha. Ho. He. Ho.
Ha. Ho. He. Out.
Ha.
Ho.
Ho. He.
Ha.
Ha. Ho.
He.
Ha. Ho. Here.
Ha. Ho. He. Ha. Ho. He. Ha.
Yeah, my voice is not for part.
Ho. He.
Ha.
ho!
He. Ha. Ho.
Oh yes,
Ha.
the voice.
Master.
It's okay, don't.
I don't know your point.
He. Ha. Ho. He. Ha. Ho. Ha. Ho. He. Ha. Ho. He.
Ako skontrolowałem.
No.
Okay.
He. Ha.
Ho!
He. Ha.
Ho!
He. Ha. Ho. He. Ha. Ho.
Há muito tempo que não te via. E eu já tenho os pés de cima, que esta para que se chum, mulheres a segunda bebeçadora para que se chum para eles não pegam bravo. Ela agora está trabalhando num hostel no Rio da Marca, mas está muito diferente ela. Isto é só de dois, que não fica há muito tempo.
Как си изгласова? Мансер.
Ма това е почвая до къбър.
Гледай, не знам како се уште друго, секој ден нема, мене ме срам да гледам ваките излезува едно парталче ваке за
Светът
низе.
тият не по беседонем.
Ама не ти зборим тебе, оставя не, значи што се меша, што се, значи секој ден, личи на еден, не знам.
Ляргой съм се не по беседонем.
Нема, не знам како можете да се другари со вака.
Светът тият не се по беседонем, но како се ти худаш през полетра, што ти ляргой съм.
Мансер.
Sorry, did you understand correctly? Reasons, consequences.
Roots of hate speech, like why it happens, so you can call it reasons, and what are the effects.
Yeah, reasons.
Yeah. And it can be deeper and deeper. There are different levels of consequences and roots.
Like scary war or fights.
That's good. How to call it?
Spark for more conflict.
Yeah, that's nice.
More hate.
It's just like a small.
No, this can be the spark. Because this is the spark for everything. The comment is spark for everything.
Spark, yeah. Spark,
can always bow to him. Okay, that you were saying because woman, I can maybe we can correct this and not like grass but like wildflowers.
Maybe, but you know, even the grass we have in our vrtovi, gardens.
Okay.
We have it for, you know, to look pretty, to be green and everything.
Okay, but only
And-
for that.
Yeah, but when the grass is too tall, you need to cut it. Because otherwise your garden looks, you know, ugly.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the meaning also.
Yeah,
Because
it
grass
can be.
needs to be cut regularly.
Yeah, because seeing
At least my
grass as
dad
an
does
object,
that,
seeing
you know.
the woman as an object,
Yeah.
Objectification, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I can put that.
Yeah.
Everyone agree?
Yeah.
How can we put it like better?
Wild.
Wild.
Yeah, that's better way to put it.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be ugly. Just it is, and it's growing, and it's being in its own nature, and you have to shape it.
It's not critically because it needs it to feel safe. So after teenage years, when the abstract rationalizing develops, then you start doubting everything and challenging everything and searching if that is the correct thing that your parents and your environment gave. That is when you start making choices. Before that, you're just taking it in. So we could add here that socialization. What you gain, what you get, what kind of soul food you get during socialization.
Wrote this actually has like a friend or someone from the LGBT.
That means the environment and the family and everything.
Like here, like
Cool. What is this word?
Product.
Yeah, right.
Like it's so many. Every corner, some guy kissing guy, girl kissing girl. They're all tattooed, pierced, and it's like you're come like to some like hell, you know, or something, and everybody's like perversions, you know. And they say we are more traditional, you know. And this is like
that could be put like fear, or and also like tradition or values, like.
It's for people, it's like this cultural shock, and they see things differently and these kind of things because they're used like. But now, like people say, okay, that's Zagreb. You know, when they start to do it in Split, then fuck. Then people come say, oh, we are not like Zagreb. You know, it's like now we are here, like we have values. You know, we are Catholic. You know, or something. So it's also religion.
I just was trying to,
Because like even the priests say, this is sickness. You must. And then the parents are, especially elder parents, they go to the church. And then they.
Because it's not properly addressed. It's a good thing that it came out, but now when Biden came in, they saw that it was a really shitty thing. They should be discussing it now, what just happened to us, and take it to another level, but they're not, because the Democrats are like constantly looking for the enemy outside, and the Republicans are riding the wave within the insides.
Don't feel safe anymore.
What about Portugal? Like yesterday when Alessandra was saying like her story.
Also the whole story of the police, that they killed the guy by putting the knee on his neck and
Maria.
And of course, if this is, if there was like instead of you, it would be like your name put in. You would.
Like and right now, you know, you have the same with God, because the God is like thought to be. I did this experiment and I wrote this poem about asking a man, like it's like, oh bless you, thank you. It's like a conversation between a man and a woman, and then the woman suddenly, very calmly, asks the man, "How do you imagine God? Do you imagine him it's like a he or a she?" And he says like very naturally a he, because he a priori thinks that the God is a man.
And the woman was made after God.
And the woman was made from her bone, from her ribs. So it's not made from his mind. So you don't have equality from up here. I also wrote a poem about that. And
Let's like they want to explore, like do the worst jobs, like
Like they want to use them.
Yeah.
Use them.
In Portugal we do
Manipulation.
Yeah. In Portugal we do a lot of this, unfortunately.
Like patriarchy here, the tradition, and then we can put here tradition, patriarchy, and we can put there like repetition of that because of this, because it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go for that. I'll make it like
Extreme political ideologies. We also put this in the consequences because this can be one of the reasons, but it can also motivate other people to do the same and to change their mindset or something like this. Xenophobia, lack of awareness, which is related to ignorance. It's not necessarily education, not like someone that went to university can also be racist or discriminate and everything, but it's more like awareness of the topic and how this can affect people, and this is something that you do also on your own, not only through college or education. Stereotypes, experiences, so something that maybe you felt yourself and then you just generalize, or something that you heard from someone, a story, and then you generalize from that, even if you didn't have direct experience with the situation. Prejudice and nationalism, which kind of speak for themselves.
And for the results of these causes and the refugees coming, all this can lead to conflicts, creating conflicts with the migrants and refugees, which can also be related to hate speech and bullying, which can cause fear and insecurity. And then we also have the resulting in extreme political ideologies. It can be, for instance, far right parties. And then we can have social exclusion, and that can lead to mental health problems and suicide. And also it can happen to have harassment, sexual harassment, emotional harassment, physical, and so on. All this can also contribute to increased inequality. It can trigger violence, and in worst cases, it can lead to war.
And we thought our topic is racism/discrimination.
Thank you.
Thank you. So our sentence was, we have to kill all the Palestinians unless they are resigned to live here as slaves. And I believe that we can speak all, like you can choose what you want to speak about, and like all of us are speaking. Yeah. Do you want to speak?
Okay,
No?
some reasons that happen, we believe it's like the conflicts between countries, like history that of wars and conflicts that remain in the mind of the people, and so one of those whys.
We can also, for example, bad stories and fake media. It's obvious because if someone in your country told you that Palestinians, like take this, Palestinians are doing that or are doing this, and you will think that they are this kind of people, that kind of people. And my father told me a lot of these bad stories, but I know that this is like bad stories and fake stories. So I didn't listen, but that can lead to someone saying this.
Your grandparents were telling stories about Palestinians to you?
Not Palestinians exactly, but my grandfather is a big racist,
Okay.
and he's like but I know how to. I realized that he's racist, and I don't want to listen to him.
But he had some situation with Palestinians that it's like
He was working in Germany,
Okay.
and he was he heard a lot of story, and he thinks that he see,
He heard a lot of
and
stories.
he's seen, and maybe he saw something. But then he comes to Latvia and starts telling to me and my little brother these bad stories.
So story is following another story and another story.
Yeah,
in
and
this
then
case.
someone can say this.
And this is related, like households raising. He
From
gave
home.
the great example. The religion
Religion is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Dissatisfaction, maybe someone is dissatisfied with their life and insecure or anything, and this can lead to hateful comments on the internet or anywhere.
For example, that babushka that we were discussing,
That
unhappy with their lives, and then they can say this.
And the comment is like the spark to the branches of, and the consequences of the comment. And start
Yeah.
again.
Do you want to say something? You can pick this.
Okay, for consequences, we have self-harm, for example, because when people, when Palestinian people are, how can I say it?
You can start. It's connected with the difficult life. Because they,
yes.
Yeah.
And also with
isolation, self-harm.
Yeah, self-harm is also connected with. Where is it? Where is it? Okay.
Okay, everything starts with these words, and then someone will say. Someone will say that, and people will listen, and then the Palestinians come to the country, and they want to do something that everything that they will get only a disrespect, and only a bad bad picture of them, and they want to live a normal life, but their life will be difficult because of this world.
Narrow-mindedness is also a reason for that. And with a narrow-mindedness, they get isolated in society, and they get excluded, I think. And then with the exclusion, we got self-harm and prejudice.
About prejudice, it's very interesting because this consequence is related to the nation who said that. Because if someone is saying that bad words, and for example, let's get example, some Latvian guy will say this, and then in Portugal, Macedonia, people will know that Latvian guy said that, and they can think that all Latvian people are like this, and there will be a big prejudice about Latvian people. Yeah.
You can talk about the improvement stopper, the improvement stopper and the expectations.
Stereotype, not prejudice. It's a big difference.
Okay, stereotype. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and improvement stopper and exploration issues. Palestinians are people like as we, and a lot of Palestinians are and can be brilliant doctors, a brilliant engineer, and then they come to your country. They can help to your country. They can improve your country and improve your culture. And if people in Latvia will think that Palestinians they have to be our slaves and we have to kill them, then there will be no chance them to help us to improve.
And that leads to manipulation in workplaces and job applications because of the comment about, for example, Palestinians.
Yeah,
and
they will
everything is connected. I think every word is connected. That's about it, I think.
They will get only a bad jobs. They will do only a shitty jobs, and yeah. So I believe it's all, no?
Yes.
Blah 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 blah. Spark for more wars and conflicts. It's obvious that because the conflict between countries is an issue, but the consequence can be also like the spark for more conflicts and more wars and more fights and more hate.
And a lot of roots and branches can be reversed and can be both. The reason can be a spark. The reason can be a spark for conflict and war. The comment can be spark for comment and war, and the branches can be like a consequence. War can be a consequence.
Yeah,
they're all connected, I think. That's it.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. So we as chickens are new to this society. and we expect.
And I cannot skip even. Okay, we just enjoy. Portland is my home and my first ever love!
I wrote yes, of course. This is for.
Okay.
No, that one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just to read the
Him and my heart does not ache, but I don't know if I'm ready to love as a partisan brave.
You go a bit down, a bit up, come down. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Close
Martina.
the finger a little bit.
Me?
Finger.
That's good.
Is it good? I don't know. You tell me. Stand up and like
It can be drawing, hiking.
It's not on us to agree. Those are scientific facts. If they
Practice for them. Does this make sense?
Other that they needed to take and quote.
They try to do a completely alternative type of education.
realized that that was a very wide topic, so we.
That's for us.
Ungdomsradio. 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 Ungdomsradio.